Indeed, dear one, hello. You ask us about your job. You mention that you are happy at your work, but you do not feel joy for it. And you are wondering, where is your passion for your work? Now, in that, we wish to say there are a couple levels and layers to that. One of the things that we say is this. We observe how you go to your work, and as you had said, you are a tour guide. We observe that you go to your work only in your thinking brain aspect. It is like you are a robot. You usher people through, you explain things, but you are not really in that moment, not bringing all that you are and truly connecting to the energy and the passion and the joy that is in that moment. We invite you to feel this. When you are there at your job, people coming sometimes from all over the world, and you are guiding and facilitating and showing them these wonderful places and wonderful things. Notice how you can see them and they are in joy. They are in joy. They are in excitement and passion for experiencing all these wonderful things. And yet you are not really feeling that. You are not connecting to that. You are just being a little robot in that moment, not feeling what is there. We would say in a way, dear one, it is very good you admit you are happy at your job. So that shows in your mind you are aware that it is actually quite a fun job. It does make you happy, but you're not enjoying it. And we would say the key is this. You are standing there in your job, in your work moment, but you are not truly there. Part of you is thinking about what you did last week, and part of you is thinking into the future about what you have to do coming up. Your brain is thinking about money and organizing things, and you are not in that moment. You are split into hundreds of different places and things and thoughts, and you're not connecting to that moment. We would say you created that moment. You created saying yes to that job and being in that moment with those wonderful people, and yet you are not connecting to it. You enjoy it. You recognize it. It makes you happy. But to truly connect to those people, connect to that experience, that is what's going to bring the joy. Any human, regardless of what they do for work, regardless of what they do in any moment, if you don't truly connect and allow all that you are to be in that moment, there is going to be no joy. You could be in the middle of the grandest, most largest birthday celebration for you with every single friend and loved one that exists. If you are not in that moment, all of you, if you are not connecting to the energy of that moment, you won't enjoy it either. So this isn't about judging work. This isn't about judging work about whether it is enjoyable or not. This is about you truly connecting to that moment. Now in that, and in there is a key. It is we would say a wonderful determination for any human. When you are connecting to your moment and you truly feel it, do you feel joy? Do you feel enjoyment and happiness being in that moment? If you don't, then there better be a good reason for you choosing and saying yes to that. There is a trade-off. Now we would say for you, you admit you're happy in your job. You are simply not enjoying it. We would say in this, dear one, it is a simple fix. Allowing yourself to truly connect and be in that moment. Be in that moment as you facilitate these wonderful travelers on experiencing and connecting to these beautiful things that you are showing them. When you connect to that moment, it is a wonderful, wonderful experience. So we would say that is how you are going to, for yourself, find joy in that job. Now you ask about passion. Where is your passion in that job? Now, in that we would say this. Very rarely is there real passion for a job unless it is one's true calling, true experience where they can speak with their voice and speak with their truth. For most people, and especially Shaumbra, true freedom of speaking and being your truth is not necessarily going to come in a job working for another. Your time is set. They tell you when you need to come in. They tell you when you are allowed to leave. They set your location. And in many instances, there are many other rules and boundaries and limitations that tell you what you have to do. Not a lot of room for real passion. But in that, we wish to say this, dear one. Passion comes from all of you are and all that you are in all areas of your life. Passion comes from all elements of your life being true reflections of who you are. You could have the most perfect and passionate, we would say, work expression, but if your family life and your love life and your hobbies and your home life is not joyful, you won't have passion in your life. Passion comes from you authentically being you and choosing what you choose in all areas of your life. You can't just have one super amazing passionate area. There has to be passion in all of your areas, kind of coming through and bleeding through to create this wonderful life that you are inspired by. So that is the key, dear one. Passion comes from being all that you are in all areas of your life. Right now, your question is focusing on your work component. And we would say you're actually doing very well. You admit you are happy at your job. Happy comes from the brain. You are going to work and you are being your conscious brain self, and it is enjoying that job. Passion will be from being all that you are in that job. And then that passion grows when you be all that you are at home, with friends, with family, in hobbies and activities. So, with that, dear one, we hope that begins to explain the subtle, yet key and fundamental difference between enjoyment and true passion and excitement. So remember this. To enjoy any moment, be it with a friend, a family, a loved one, being at work, being in a hobby, all of you need to be there. All of you. You need to be present in that moment, not thinking in the future, not worrying about the past, but all of you needs to be in that moment. And then you can truly feel it and feel if it is authentically something that you choose. And when it is, you feel that joy. You feel connected. That moment is That is what makes that moment go so fast, because you are truly timeless. Passion comes from those connected, true, timeless moments in all areas of your life. Being honest, being true, and connecting to all expressions and all of you in all areas. So with that, we know that in some ways that just simply does just scratch the surface, but we hope that we have clarified what is missing from your work. Enjoyment, you're not all there. And wanting passion, passion is when you create joy and fulfillment in all areas, and it bleeds through into all areas. So with that, we say thank you for asking your question, and we look forward to speaking again, dear one. Good day. Test, 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 taking the test, doing the test.